Hello, welcome to the Mark Janard Show, the cybersecurity show. So I am going to discuss step by step how to hack an ISP router like an AT&T 4G router by bypassing restrictions through use of a VPN. You might be able to have a stronger internet connection than your ISP would allow by doing this, right? Wow! But keep in mind, this is for educational purposes only.
Serious?
Do not use this information for illegal reasons. I will then discuss how to remain undetected by your ISP and tools hackers use to hack ISP routers, right? So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. So to use a VPN to bypass your ISP router and access your home network services externally, you're going to want to set up a VPN server, choose a VPN protocol like OpenVPN or WireGuard, set up a VPN server on a device within your home network, such as a Raspberry Pi or a dedicated VPN router, configure port forwarding on your 5G router to allow incoming VPN connections, configure your devices, right? After you did all of that. So install a VPN client on the devices you want to use to access your home network, set up the VPN client with the connection details for your home VPN server. Now, the next phase is you're gonna want to connect to your home network, right? When you're away from home, connect, to your VPN server using the client. Once connected, you'll have access to your home network as if, you were there locally. Now, here are some of the benefits of doing such a thing, right? So you can, you bypass double NAT issues. You allow access to services like Plex and file storage. You get to encrypt your connection for added security. Now, here are some considerations that you must take into effect when you do these kinds of things. Ensure your VPN server is properly secured. Your home network or your home internet upload speed may affect performance, okay? But that's why you have to tinker and do whatever you got to do to make sure that you're using the best settings. Some ISPs may restrict VPN traffic, so choose a VPN protocol carefully. By using a VPN in this way, you can create a secure tunnel directly to your home network, effectively bypassing ISP restrictions and allowing remote access to your services. If you like this video so far, please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. If you like this video so far, please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Can we stay undetected from our ISP once we do our little whatever thing that we just did? Yes, we can, and we can do that by changing the VPN ports. So changing VPN ports can be an effective method to evade ISP detection and bypass VPN blocks. Now, how it works: VPNs typically use specific ports that ISPs may target for blocking. Switching to commonly used ports for regular web traffic can help disguise VPN connections. Here are some of the recommended ports to use. You have the port 443, that's the HTTPS traffic, which is highly effective as blocking it would disrupt normal web browsing. There's the port 80, that's the HTTP traffic. And is also good for, it's also a good option for similar reasons. You have the UDP port the UDP port 53, the DNS queries that can be effective and is less likely to be blocked. In regards to implementation, some VPN providers allow manual port selections within their apps, right? If not available, using protocols like SSTP that use port 443 by default can achieve a similar effect. Now, here are some considerations to take in. Changing ports alone may not bypass more advanced detection methods like deep packet inspections. Combine port changes with other techniques like obfuscation for better results. Ensure your chosen VPN supports custom port selection or offers protocols using common ports. So while changing ports can be effective, it's just one tool in evading VPN blocks. Now, for the best results, use it in combination with other methods like switching protocols, using, again, obfuscated servers, or opting for a VPN service known for bypassing restrictions. Now, what are the tools that hackers are using to hack ISP routers? So there are a plethora of them, right? And I'm going to discuss them right now. Some of the common hacking tools, you have network scanners. Tools like Nmap and Angry IP Scanner are used to identify vulnerable routers on a network. These scanners can detect open ports and potential security weaknesses. There's exploitation frameworks, right? And these are various ones, right? Because you can hack an ISP router, so can a hacker. And this is some of the tools that they use. So exploitation frameworks, you have Metasploit, which is a popular penetration testing tool that can be used to exploit known vulnerabilities in router firmware. It provides a database of exploits that hackers can leverage. You have password cracking tool. Again, John the Ripper and THC Hydra are used to perform dictionary and brute force attacks on router admin passwords. These tools attempt various password combinations to gain unauthorized access. You have packet sniffers, Wireshark, and EtherCap allow hackers to intercept and analyze network traffic, potentially capturing sensitive information or router credentials. Now, some of the hacking techniques, there's firmware exploitation. Hackers target known vulnerabilities in outdated router firmware to gain unauthorized access. This emphasizes the importance of keeping your router software up to date. Default credential abuse, right? Many routers still use the default or weak admin passwords, making them an easy target. So please make sure you're using complex passwords that cannot just be easily obtained, right? Hackers often try common default credentials to gain access. There is man-in-the-middle attacks, and tools like EtherCap can, be used to perform ARP poisoning, allowing hackers to intercept traffic between devices and the router. You have social engineering, right? And we discussed this on a live a little back. That's when, hackers use things like phishing or other social engineering tactics to trick an ISP employees or customers into revealing sensitive information. In my opinion, that might be the most damaging if done successfully by a hacker. You have hardware hacking tools. For more advanced attacks, hackers may use specialized hardware, Wi-Fi Pineapple, for instance, right? So this device can be used to create rogue access points and perform various wireless attacks. The JTAG and TTL interfaces, right? So physical access to these interfaces on routers can allow hackers to extract firmware or modify router settings. It's crucial to note that these, using these tools, right, to hack ISP routers without authorization is illegal and unethical. ISPs and users should focus on implementing strong security measures to protect against such attacks. Now, here's a step-by-step guide to update your router firmware, okay? Because that's very important. You want to identify your router model, locate the model number on the bottom or back of your router. This is essential for downloading the correct firmware version. Now, you can connect via Ethernet, right? Use an Ethernet cable to connect your computer directly to the router. This minimizes the risk of interruptions during the update process. Access the router's web interface, right? Open a web browser and enter the router's IP address. That's commonly 192.168.1.1 or 192.168.0.1. You may need to log in with the default username and password, which can often be found on the router itself or in the user manual. Navigate to the firmware update section, right? Look for a section labeled firmware update, router upgrade, or similar. That's typically found under settings, administration, or advanced tabs. Check for updates, right? That's the next thing. Some routers have an option to automatically check for updates. If available, use this feature. Otherwise, visit the manufacturer's website to download the latest firmware for your specific model, because when you hack an ISP router or things of that nature, you are leaving yourself vulnerable to certain things. So make sure that you do this so that you're protected when you try to do this. So download the firmware, right? Ensure you download the firmware from the official manufacturer's website to avoid malware. Verify that the version is compatible with your router model. Upload the firmware, right? In the firmware update section, select the downloaded file and initiate the update process. Do not interrupt this process as it may render your router unusable. Now, you're also going to want to allow automatic updates, right? If available. After updating, check if your router has an option for automatic firmware updates. Enabling this feature can help keep your router secure without requiring manual checks. Okay, so that is what I have for you today. If you like this video, if you got some value from it, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the like button. If you got some value from this video, if you liked it, if you received some information that you didn't really know before, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Also turn on the notification bell so you know that when I am uploading videos, you can get that too. And also just a kind reminder that I do go live now 3 times a week now, so please look forward to the lives as well. If you have any questions, comments, or opinions, please put that in the comment section. So I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe and see you on the next video.